first ever Valkyries game. Chris Brookley, a reporter for The Current. We've got Kimberly Veal, the top marketer for the Valkyries. We've got Kate Schoff, managing director for sports and entertainment for Chase. This is electric. We just had some walk-up music that's crazy. Yeah. This has been a long time in the making. We're a couple hours before the game. How are you feeling? Take me through everything.
Yeah, obviously a little surreal. We bought this team back in 2023, and a huge testament to our ownership group for the investment that went into the Valkyries over the last 18 months, the work that has gone into really establishing this team as what we expect with Golden State. The reputation, everything that we did was bringing our audience along with us, inviting our fans into the journey, having incredible conversations with our partners, like our partners at JPMorganChase, obviously the first partner that we announced over a year ago or about a year ago.
Less, but about that, yeah.
So they've been in this with us almost from the jump. And just building, getting merchandise into the hands of our fans, going through the expansion draft, unveiling the jersey, hiring a head coach. Yeah. All of these major milestones for us that led us up to this moment.
Tell me about what it's been like on Chase's side. What was the strategy and why did you want to be involved in this?
Yeah, first and foremost is obviously the Valkyries called Chase Center home. And we've had a long-term partnership with the building and with the Golden State organization, and the work that they put out into the world is just first class every single time. And when we saw what they were building with the Valkyries, the people that are behind it, the passion, it's just like you want to be part of it. That what they're doing is every little detail that they are paying attention to, and the way they are building this team with intentionality, it was just such a no-brainer for us, and obviously an extension of just the partnership that we have with this amazing venue and the Bay Area itself. And for us to be part of continue to grow the Bay Area sports community is such an honor for JPMorganChase.
Can you tell me a little bit about the marketing strategy specifically, like how you guys use data within your strategy, what channels are you using, things like that?
Yeah, everything obviously is data-driven, but for us, from day one, it was understanding who our audience is. Who's engaging with us on social, who's buying our merchandise, who's buying tickets, and really we're still on that journey. We've only had one game here. We've only just, obviously sold season tickets and more recently additional products. So it has been a lot of trial and error, a lot of just key learnings from the data that we are gleaning, a lot of surveying to understand what our fans want, what demographics, what segments want what. It's obviously, not everything is the same. So it's been honestly a lot of fun to understand who is engaging with us from day one, what they care about, what matters to them, and delivering on it.
And then does that go into kind of how you think about building like a lifetime fan? Because you guys had 22,000 season ticket deposits, crazy, double the previous record, over 10,000 season ticket people or season ticket holders that actually bought it. That's the most ever for a WNBA team.
That's
how do you
like
think?
Round of applause numbers.
Right?
It's amazing. But it's a testament to the work you guys did.
Yeah. I'm with you. We'll give you the credit. How do you think about that with lifetime fans, like building them past just the one-time thing?
Well, I'm actually glad you asked. Obviously, our year one campaign is first of a lifetime. We have no idea what the results on the court are going to look like. And of course, no sports team can predict that. And what we know about a lot of our fans is that they care about the WNBA athletes on and off the court. They care about how this brand shows up in the community with authenticity. So while we have, this season specifically, 22 regular season home games, this is a brand that is going to show up for this community 365 days out of the year.
WNBA is obviously one of the biggest growing brands in the world, sports or not sports, right? Biggest attendance in 22 years, right? Ludicrous numbers, 3-digit numbers, a ton of them. How does Chase kind of ride that momentum, and what do you do to draw on the investment?
Yeah, I think for us, obviously, we have been a bit more active of late, particularly with our partnership with the Valkyries and an announcement of a partnership with Asia Wilson. Sorry, different team, but the WNBA it was like the next step for us, and it's at the perfect time for us too, given the growth that you're mentioning, and to be able to do it with a team like the Valkyries that is making such an immediate impact on the league itself and the Bay Area. It's the perfect opportunity for us to continue to reach our customers and our fans where they're passionate. Like, people love sports. It's a human connector. And we love to see that it's now around things like the WNBA.
Final question, and I want to lob this up to both of you, but I think one of the most interesting things with the WNBA and women's sports is sort of this chicken or the egg situation, right? It's like well, you need investment for people to pay attention, you need money, but then you need popularity to get that investment. And it's like, well, which one is it, right? How do you both sort of see that situation? And
we see that putting the investment in, like, it's not a hard sell that there's going to be ROI on that investment. The fans are there, and it's about continuing to build the product and doing it with great organizations just to continue to grow the fan base. So it's not as hard a question to answer, I feel like, as maybe sometimes it's perceived to be. And just going back to my other point of, like, women athletes have always been there. Women's sports have always been there.
Got anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, he nailed it. Sharing those stories is so paramount for everybody's success, and really showing the next generation what's possible. And so hopefully, 3-5 years from now, as this league continues to grow, we're going to look back on this time and be proud of the foundations that were built here in the Bay. But really, the sky is the limit for us.
All right, well, hopefully we can come back here, the same spot, 5 years from now, and all have the bomber jackets on and do it again.